The last time our planet had this much CO2 in its atmosphere, it was literally millions of years ago, before the advent of Homo sapiens.
We think about climate change as something that is affecting the planet, but ultimately that affects people and communities. Already, if you look at the United States, 40% of our population lives in a community that's been impacted by a climate disaster.
What we've observed in California and beyond is that the impact to society, the financial costs, the health costs, the safety costs are really accelerating. Just in California, the number of events that led to billion-dollar impacts has increased by 30% over the last decade.
When you think about environmental degradation, one of the things that we've seen in all of our data using geospatial science is the effects are disproportionate. They're disproportionate to lower income and people of color.
And so we have a responsibility as a global economy, as a national economy, as a local economy, to help prepare not only the entire region, but to help prepare those who need the help the most.
Our climate adaptation vulnerability assessment is really key to us understanding how we should plan for the future.
So the combination of our work curbing GHG emissions and our work in careful planning and adaptation implementation for climate change will lead to a world in which we actually are able to kind of manage this transition.
This is a complex issue, but one thing is certain, we need clean electricity at the very heart of it.
What's critical is that utilities are at the table.
And so we need partnerships.
And we need to do this in a way that we are bringing everyone along.
As a region, if we're able to kind of come together and come to a solution collaboratively, it's much easier to convince the elected officials and the communities that if we're doing this together, we're sort of all in it.
The time is now. We can no longer say, let's see what happens in the future.
There is an urgency because there are people where their lives are at stake, their health is at stake today. We're also at a point where we can tell people that there are solutions.
Everybody has to be engaged in this, and so a lot more needs to go into it, recognizing that not acting is going to drive a lot more cost and impact to our communities than making the investments and doing the hard work right now.
It's so much about serving the people and making certain that they're able to use the electricity that really is the lifeblood of our economy, of our society. And so really climate adaptation is about survival and about our communities thriving.